Pokemon Emerald Enhanced is an open world version of Pokemon Emerald where you can do the gyms in any order you want. Although that is super cool and all, I'd like to say that compared to the rest of the features that were added in this game, it somewhat pales as the main reason to play it. Just look at that Mauville city. It just looks so cozy and so clean. You just want to run around this place forever. Or this quest system that gives so much more of a purpose to the game than, oh, hey, look, it's the 8th gym leader with level 15 Pokemon. OMG. You don't get a screaming lot of different ways to play at the start, but you do have the option of an easy mode, which just increases your EXP gain dramatically, a normal mode, which simply keeps your EXP gain regular, and then the challenge mode and hard mode as well, which both increase the difficulty dramatically. The challenge mode is simply a mode with some extra challenge, with some rules that are automatically implemented. And the hardcore mode is, well, hardcore. It is a special mode where there are no Poke Centers available, and the items at the mart are made very expensive. It also automatically makes it so whenever a Pokemon faints, it is removed from your party. At last is the Frontier mode, which automatically puts you at the Battle Frontier, where you can play that mode to infinity from the very start, if you're into that. The main feature of Pokemon Emerald Enhanced is still that you're able to challenge the gym leaders in whatever order you wish. Your journey is actually not as free as maybe expected, but that is something that I am not totally against at all. You still just start off in Littleroot Town in your own room where you make your game choices. You go to May's house to meet Dawn, so it's now Dawn's house. This is actually a pretty interesting dynamic in Emerald Enhanced, where there are multiple girls of multiple different regions that are running around the region, each of which have a different quest and dialogue to them, and it gets kind of romantic as well. Anyway, I will keep the quests for later. For a bunch of these prominent characters, there has been a detailed portrait of the character you're speaking to as well. Kind of weeb, kind of cringe, but a lot of effort, so whatever. From Littleroot, you can pick up a starter, which now exists of these 7 Pokemon. After you do your regular first battle against Dawn, in this case, you get the Pokédex and Pokéballs and are pretty much free to go. One of the things I love most about this game is how you don't surf when you get to water, but you can swim. Look at this animation! That is crazy dope. And as you may guess, it allows you to move east to the water route from the start, which allows you to immediately enter cities like Slateport and Mauville. The game thus gets increasingly more free instead of removing all barriers from the start. That's something I can actually appreciate a lot, as it still feels like you have to work for your freedom a bit, and you can't just start in the latest city and move freely from there. Then, about these routes and cities. The routes have been very much modernized to allow for a more free flow when walking through them, as certain trees, walls, or other obstacles have been removed or relocated. This also makes the routes way more interesting, and through exploring them thoroughly, you will often find secret routes that lead to valuable items or shortcuts. The cities have also been made so damn beautiful. I was so pleasantly surprised when I entered Mauville City, as it's gotten such a great vibe. These extra fences and flowers make for a much more organized city that was expanded as well, with a lot more room. They all feel like actual cities instead of random buildings with a Poke Center and mart placed around them, and they have some genuine logical design that makes it easy to navigate through. This modern design goes for the gyms as well. All the gyms have had a pretty significant makeover, which is very much refreshing. Even though all the gyms have been changed, they still keep the same soul as the originals, as the graphics are still very much the same. and it's only the type of puzzles that have been changed, and for the most part improved. The difficulty is actually quite spicy on all levels. I am a baby and wanted to get this review done, so I played on the easy mode where you are overthrown with EXP. Even in this mode though, mostly right after a gym leader, the levels increase dramatically and you can really expect to die a bunch of times. It also helps that Ryohuji, sorry for butchering your name, the creator of this game, gave some brains and skills to the AI, making it so they have some necessary coverage and intellect to counter your Pokemon. One thing I am admittedly a bit less excited about is the style in which the battles happen. I think the battle graphics in general are a bit meh, but the over-the-top stuff with the got wrecked, or fell unconscious, or 34 damage overkill kind of gave a wannabe gangster vibe to the battles and the game, and felt unnecessary. It's okay to want to be unique in your battles, but to do it with these type of texts, I was slightly bothered by it, but maybe it's just not my cup of tea. For the story, Emerald Enhanced gave a wildly good substitution for the original plot. It's obviously hard to implement a working logical story in a game where you're able to go anywhere you want, but Emerald Enhanced still implemented a system that works greatly. On your first engagement with Team Aqua, you get the choice to do a quest for them, or to abandon it and do one for Team Magma. With that choice, you basically put yourself in one of their teams, and this makes it so your quests, which I will get to in a little bit, will now have an evil team tab, where you will constantly have a new quest to oblige to for your evil team. You can do these quests at your own pace, meaning that it does not have a significant impact on anything you do outside of that story. That brings me to the quests. Emerald Enhanced has loads of quests, which can keep you very active outside of the gym leader and other battles. There are some really short quests that just have you talk to somebody and deliver an item, but also some very long quests that are separated into different parts and have different walls depending on how many gym leaders you have beaten. It was a really nice differentiation for me to do 1 or 2 gyms and then go on a bit of a quest spree to see some extra parts of the region and game, and what the creator has really changed and done to it. It gives a way wider experience of Pokemon Emerald, and really changes your experience of Hoenn in general as well, outside of the fact that you are able to explore the region in whatever order you wish. That also leads straight to the achievements you are able to get. There are, again, loads of achievements that can be obtained, and they can honestly make this game addicting. Like the quests, it's great to take a look at some achievements here and there and try to get them, or to get some by accident and see what they mean. The name of the game with Emerald Enhanced is really just its modernity. Besides it featuring Pokemon up to Generation 8, the physical special split, Mega Evolution, the modern repel system, the Dex Nav, pretty much everything you can ask for a modern Pokemon game, it's really the menus, settings, and features that just have a certain flash to them that really puts it above a load of other ROM hacks. The amount of settings and quality of life things that are featured really make it a great game to play, as it pleases your eyes and makes everything a lot more smooth. I am thoroughly impressed with Pokemon Emerald Enhanced. It's a great game to play and to get addicted to. Thanks for watching and have a great day.